What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the tips and tricks on how to improve your PvP. So if you guys are excited, please let me know by leaving a like, and let's get right into it.
Sugar, how you get so fly?
Okay guys, so the first thing you guys want to know is the terminology, the vocabulary of PvP. So we're going to start off with combos. Now basically, combos are pretty easy to, understand, but basically what a combo is you getting multiple hits on the person you're fighting against before they hit you. So for example, I'm gonna hit this pig and I'm gonna get these hits on him right here. That's a combo right there. But if let's say that pig could fight back, if I got like a one hit and then he hit me back and then I hit him again and then he hit me back and all that, those are not combos. Those are just exchanging hits. But if I can get multiple hits on my opponent before they can get a hit on me, that's a combo. So let's say if I hit my opponent 3 times before they can hit me, that's a combo. But obviously a combo can't be like, okay, let's say I hit my player here, then I wait 5 seconds, then hit him again, then wait 5 seconds, then hit him again. That's not a combo. That's just getting hits on person. A combo is getting hits kind of fast, within like a second of each other, like how I did on that pig, before they can hit me. So that's what a combo is. Next thing is strafing. So basically, if you guys ever heard of a strafe, it's basically when you circle around your opponent. So you can either go to the right, which is a right strafe, or you can go to the left, which is less common on my videos, and you can go to the left like that and get a left strafe on them as well. So that basically strafe is just making sure your player can't hit you, but you can hit them while circling around them. So basically, you just want to circle around them and try and hit them. This basically makes them confused on where your position is and all that stuff. Next thing is a crit. Now, crits are not that common in MCPE just because they're not implemented on a lot of servers, but on Oblivious, for an example, if you jump up in the air, and I can actually do this with any mob over here, if I jump up in the air and hit this sheep, oh, she moved, oh god, did you guys see those particles right there? Now let me hit her again. See how there's no particles? Basically what a crit is a crit does more damage. A crit does extra damage, and basically what you have to do is you have to jump up in the air and you have to hit them while you're falling. You can't jump and hit them while you're going up. You have to wait until you're falling and then you hit them, which makes a lot of sense because obviously if you're falling, you're going to have more force coming downward, so you're going to be having a lot more strength in your hit, which is why there's more damage in your shots when you do it that way. Okay, so now that we got the terminology out of the way, we can kind of get into the actual PvP. So basically, I have some clips for you guys to watch as I explain this, but basically, I'm going to go more in depth on playing smart. So this first clip I'm going to show you is me kind of just not strafing the person. I'm not going to circle around them. If you guys remember what that was, circling a strafe, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run in straight at them and see if I can get hits. I'm basically just going to run straight at them, and I'm going to roll that clip right now.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view.
As you guys can see from that clip, I was not very successful. I literally ran in and then I couldn't get hits, I couldn't get ahead, I couldn't do anything. I was literally just, and that's something that you guys need to learn not to do. You can't just run straight at the person, you know what I mean? Because I mean, they can easily, they can easily move out of the way and strafe you. Second of all, if you're out geared and you run straight in and you guys exchange hits, which is basically getting hits back and forth, you're not going to win the fight. So you got to play smart when you're playing PvP. So that's one thing you guys do not want to do. Now I'm going to play a footage right here of me fighting someone and getting a nice right strafe on them and seeing the huge difference between just running at the person and getting a nice strafe on them. So I'm going to play that right now.
You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down.
as you guys can see from that, I got a nice strafe. It was kind of a slow strafe, I'll admit. Usually I like to get them a little bit more fast, but I kind of went slow so you guys can kind of see how that strafe was. And of course, like, I wasn't the most prestige PvP. I don't even know if I said that correct, but he wasn't as advanced in PvP from what I saw in that. But the strafe still worked on him. You could still tell that he got really confused, and that was a perfect example. So that's definitely what you guys want to do. You guys can either take a right strafe, go to the right, which I tend to do more often, or you guys can go to the left and get a nice left strafe. And there is this other strafe I'm going to put in here, but I'm not going to go into it. It's a left-to-right strafe, basically where you go left to right, and it basically makes it a little bit harder to hit. To kind of like, you're kind of like a bullseye. It's basically you faking going the right strafe and going to left strafe. It's like, oh, I'm going to go to the right, I'm going to go to the left, oh, what am I going to do? And you hit the person at the same time continuously, like so. But I'm not going to get into that as much, but you can still do that as well. That's a little bit more advanced and a little bit more lucky. And honestly, I haven't really seen that play out in a lot of PvP. I only usually see that in Pocket Edition PvP, and usually, I'll admit, I've only seen that from Manny, and I haven't really seen it from any other PvPers, so it's not that common, and it's kind of a made up thing, but you guys can try it if you guys want. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is more with the bow. Now, bow tactics, bowing stuff to do. So basically, what you want to do is you want to play, if you see that your opponent has a bow, you have to play strategically. Like, let's say, I have a clip for this, but I'm going to kind of explain it. Let's say he has a bow. I'm not just going to run straight at him so he can hit me with his bow numerous times and get me low. Because by the time I get there, I'm going to be low, you know what I mean? So what I want to do, and I showed this in this clip, is you want to dodge the arrows. Be patient when you PvP. You don't want to be like, oh, I need to attack him right now. I'm like, timed, oh my god. Take your time. Literally, juke him out. Do this stuff. And I have a nice clip of that right here. I basically got a little bit low, then backed up a little bit, and then I let him shoot me with a bunch of arrows. He actually hit me with one of them, but I basically made him waste 10 arrows, and he missed all of them, which made me more confident that he didn't have as many arrows, and he couldn't do as much in the future. So I'm going to play that right now.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, gravity pulls you straight down.
Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is kind of being smart when you're PvPing. This is more, honestly, this is not necessarily how to improve your PvP, this is more how to improve your knowledge, how to be a more skillful PvPer. Because once you get all these stuff down, you can work, you can practice on getting the strafes, you can do all that. But basically, what you guys need to learn how to do is, again, be patient. So I'm going to play a clip right here, and basically what happened is I got wrecked. I got completely demolished. I was at like 2 hearts, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm low right now. So I backed up, and I gappled up, and then I came back in. Basically what I'm trying to say here is, if I didn't back up, and I just kind of was like, oh, I can get him, I can just get a combo on him. If I just did that, I might have died. So what I want you guys to do is, when you guys are low, if you guys can, run away for a little bit. Run away, heal up, and then come back in and see if you can regroup. That's basically what I did in this clip, and it worked out in my favor, so I'm going to kind of show you guys that clip right now.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view.
Okay guys, so now the next thing that I want to talk about, this I don't have a clip for, but I just kind of want to mention it, is high ground versus low ground. So I have a little bit of a hill right here. So let's say I am on top of this hill, right, and I'm trying to fight someone one-on-one. As you can see, from up here, I can't touch the ground. I'm literally, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I am tapping my screen right now. I cannot touch the ground. The lowest I can tap is right there. Now, obviously, a Steve or any skin is 2 blocks tall, but just to show you guys, I cannot hit the ground from up here. But if I come down here, I can reach all the way up here, and I can even reach a little bit higher than that, but this is just a perfect example. Look how much higher I can reach. So basically, if you're ever in a survival games, if you're ever in a sticky situation, always try and get below the person, because you can reach farther. Because basically, if you look at a skin, see where the shoulders are? If I put my hands straight up in the air, they go over my head, and that's how it goes in real life too. But if I was to reach it below me, like from up there, I'd literally have to like bend my whole body. And basically, because of how Minecraft is, you can't bend your body. Your body always stays like that, but your arms can go up. You can reach farther up high than you can down low. So whenever you're in a one-on-one situation, even a one-on-two, go to the bottom and see if you can get some hits from his feet, because it's a lot harder for him to swing downward and hit you than it is for you to go up. But with that being said, if you have a bow, you want to get the high ground advantage, because let's say this is a longer hill. Let's say this is a bigger hill. If they're trying to climb up and you have a bow, you can bow them down and then they fall down. And then they keep doing that. Now, something to go off of this is, even if you're in a one-on-one situation, some people like to get the high ground, because what they do is they kind of strafe the guy. They're like, whoop, and then they knock them down. And basically what this does is, if it's a steep enough slope, they could get some fall damage. They could do that stuff. And this is called choke pointing. Choke pointing is in a lot of games. It's basically when you're in a position that it's super hard for the other opponents to get to you. So this is if you're like on top of a ladder and people are trying to get to you and you just keep knocking them down while they're trying to climb. That's choke pointing. So you can also do that here, but I would really strongly recommend, at least starting out, to try and get the low ground advantage and try and, see what you can do from there. Okay guys, so that's basically what I want to talk about. I'm going to kind of recap really quickly what I want you guys to do. So I want you guys to be patient PvPers, tactical PvPers, and smart. Basically what I want you guys to do is, if you see your opponent, this is my opponent right here, I want you guys to run at him and get a right strafe or a left strafe, or even both. Sometimes, lots of times, I go to the right, and then if he starts catching up with me, I fake him out and I go to the left again. Just always try to not go straight on. Always try to make yourself really hard to hit. You want to be as hard to hit as possible, because, yeah, it's really hard to hit someone when they're circling around you like so. And basically what you guys are going to see from a lot of PvPers at PvP, you're both going to be circling around each other, and it's going to be really hard to hit both of you, but that's what makes PvP fun, playing against other good PvPers. Second of all, what I want you guys to do is, if you guys are on Oblivious, or eventually they're going to add this, try and get some crits in there. Try jumping up in the air and hitting them on their way down. Now, as of right now, on Lifeboat, on Cookie Build, on any PvP server besides Oblivious, crits do not work. So you guys don't have to worry about that right now, but in the future, or if you're playing on Oblivious, crits do work, so try and get some crits. Second of all, what I want you guys to do is, if they have a bow, wear them down. Don't just take all the arrows. Don't get hit in the face with an arrow. Try and dodge the arrows. Try and make him waste his arrows, because then, let's say if you have 12 arrows and he has 12 arrows and he's shooting them, don't shoot him back. Just run around in circles. Just do this, because then what's going to happen, he's going to have no arrows, and you're going to have 12 or 10 arrows, and he's going to have none. So now what you have is, you have an advantage. You can use your arrows wisely. You can use them if you need to fall back and get some separation. You can use them wisely. Second of all, what I want you guys to remember is low ground. The low ground versus high ground. Look how much higher I can reach from down here than if I was up here. Look at this. It's a huge difference right here. So I want you guys to remember that when you're PvPing on a server. But at the same time, if you really need to, choke point. Come up here, and when you see that they're climbing up, try and knock them down, or even jump over them and hit them towards the wall. So this is going to make them be like, oh, where did you go? And then basically what you have them is, you have them stuck in a wall, so they can barely move, and you got a nice little vantage point. But guys, there's not much to PvP. one thing I want to stress, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. I put a lot of stuff out there for you guys, but don't overthink it, guys. I really don't want you guys to be like, oh my god, I need to do this. Like, if you are like, oh my god, I need left strafe. Oh my god, I need right strafe now. You're not gonna win. You have to be calm when you're PvPing. You can't be like stressing out. Like, even if you're a half a heart running away from someone, you can't be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You have to be like, okay, let's kind of come over here, see what we can do, and you know, turn around, maybe get another shot. If you have a cake on LBSG, place it down. Just do that. Don't stress when you're PvPing. Be chill. You got this, guys. And you know, I believe in you guys. But basically, that's gonna be it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of long awaited and kind of long, but I did want to mention a lot of stuff for you guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If I've missed something, please let me know in the comment section below. But these overall are the main things that you guys need to remember. Just always remember to do all this stuff that I mentioned. Strafe, get combos, do what you guys can, get the low ground if you guys can, or the high ground if you have a bow. Be patient when you're PvPing, and be calm, be relaxed, you know, have fun. PvPing should not be like a business. It should not be like a job. It should be for fun, and you should take it seriously, because I kind of do too, but don't overthink it. Don't be like, oh my god, I need to be the god at PvP. I can't lose one match. I need to have a 5,000 kills on LBSG and 0 death. You know, don't do that. Don't do that. And have good sportsmanship. After a fight, be like, GG. Or if they, you know, if you lost or something, be like, nice strafes. And I'm gonna spell strafes. Oh, that is how you spell strafes. Be like, nice strafes. Be nice about it. Be like, oh yeah, thank you. You actually did very, very nice. Because the best thing to me is when I take out a 2-team and then both of them say, good job, you played that out very well. That has happened, and that just makes my day. It makes me feel like, thank you, I appreciate that. Because it's really not fun when you're on like a 1v1 server and you kill someone and then they're like, hacker. It's like, dude, you literally have no sportsmanship. Just because I beat you doesn't mean if I'm hacker. Or if they beat you, they're like, easy. Don't be that kind of player. Don't be the one that's cocky. Don't be the one that's obnoxious. Don't be the one that people hate to fight. Have good sportsmanship and be yourself. Just be a good person, you know. That's what I always stress out. Spread positivity. So basically, that's going to be, you know, all I want to mention in today's video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this PvP tips and tricks. If you guys did, leave a like, leave a comment. Have a safe and enjoyable day, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.